It's tactic time. And on today's video, I'm bringing you a 4-4-2. Don't turn off, don't turn off. Promise you can get the same results with a 4-4-2 that you can with a 4-2-3-1 or a 4-3-3. Look, I know the other two are the most overpowered formations in the game. We spoke about it before. The difference is they're a bit more forgiving with the team instructions and the player instructions. Lucky for you, I've tested the 4-4-2, tested it with Manchester United, tested it with Celtic, and I've tested it in the Indonesian League. And we're getting the results. So all you got to do, download it, plug it in, copy the instructions if you're on console and mobile, and you're good to go. We'll go through that in the test today. But I want to say thank you for all the support and all the videos so far. If you haven't already, then please subscribe, subscribe, hit the notification bell, as the fancy graphic says that Mr. Murph FM has showed me how to do. And yeah, just thank you for all the support so far. It really means a lot. So let's get into the test. Okay, we're going to start with our Celtic test. As you can see, gone pretty well. Didn't go well in the Champions League. Did have a pretty, well, we had Dortmund and Man City. So we were always up against it. But this turned out to be a blessing in disguise, because we went and won the Europa League. You can't see the league on this page. We'll go through that in a minute, but let's have a look. We beat Paris Saint-Germain 1-0. 4 minutes in, we scored. Possession-wise then, backs against the wall, 65. Let's have a look at this goal. Let's slow this down. Bring this back. How did we score? We've won the ball in midfield. Put the ball out to the left back. First time ball. Nice. Back to him. Nice passing. Inside. Bang! 3 minutes in. 1-0. And that is how it stayed. I mean, you can see from here, shots-wise, we've had 2 less on target. All right, we've had 7 less shots, but obviously, you know, the majority of them are off target. The XG isn't massive. We have given up possession. It's not a possession-based tactic. It's a results-based tactic. And that's exactly what we've got. We've got the cups. Surely we won the league. We won the league with 100 points. 135 goals. 33 against. So we've conceded the least. Scored the most by over 50. And we've won in Europe against PSG. Our second test with this tactic was in the Indonesian League 1. And we won a double. See, we got the Indonesian Cup, and we got the Indonesian League 1. So they set up the Cup, 2 legs, and overall 175. Great result. And our striker got the most goals with 10. And then over to the league. Now, the league setup, it's in different stages. You start off in the league, and you can see we've got 76 points. Second place is in 62 points. And we've got 90 goals for, 47 against. Then you go from there, and the top 4 teams go into the semi-final. And as you can see, we've come through that as well. And then gone to the final and got a deserved win of the Indonesian League 1. 21 points. We won the championship playoff rounds as well. Overall, a very, very successful season. Okay, so for the third and final test, United have done the treble. We calling it the Sir Alex Ferguson treble? Maybe. I don't know what happened in the Carabao Cup. It's obviously not gone very well. But you can see we won the FA Cup, beat City 3-1, won the league, 89 points, 3 ahead of Man City, 95 goals, 30 against, and then they went and won the Champions League final. 5-0 against Real Madrid. You can see 3.53 to 1.59. Again, slightly under on the possession, not massive. But you can see the shots on target. 10 out of 16. They've had 20 shots, only the 7 on target. have a look at you can see the heat map there. There's the 4. That one's sitting slightly deeper. That one's sitting slightly deeper, but you can see your 4-4-2 setup, and it's the same when you come to the pass map. Overloads down the side, overloads down this side, but slightly different. You can see they're tighter there. They're a bit more spaced out here. Different combinations, but combinations down both sides. Let's get into the tactic. So as you can see, 4-4-2 set up. Attacking 4-4-2 with a tactical style. I've named it Juggernaut version 2. Doesn't matter, as we've said before, what you start with. Any one of these, doesn't matter. As long as you end up with these instructions as I'm about to go through, the tactic will work as intended if you combine it with the player instructions. If you're downloading, it'll come as a preset. If you're on console or mobile, you just need to add these and the player instructions in yourself. And we're going to go through them now. So we've got attacking setup. We're fairly wide. We're passing into space and we're working it down the wings. You saw the combinations on the pass map. We've got short passing, high tempo. We're running at the defense and we're hitting those low crosses for increased crossing accuracy. We're rolling the ball out. We're countering when possession's been won. And when possession's been lost, we're pressing. Bank 4 and 2. See a lot of teams using this in the defensive setup at the moment. I know Arsenal don't play 4-4-2, but a lot of the time that's the way they set up in the defensive phase of play. It's a very solid setup. And with that in mind, we've got a much higher line of defense. So we're really condensing the lines between each section of the team. You can see if you stretch that out, start to see spaces, gaps for number 10s to work in, or defensive midfielders to play out with. But we're really condensing the space the other teams have. We're triggering press much more often. We're preventing short goalkeeper distribution. And we're using that step up line of defense. Those two together really condensing the pitch. Player instructions. Got a sweeper keeper on defend, on tackle hard. Wing back on attack, take more risks, dribble more, tackle harder. Exactly the same on the other side. 2 ball playing defenders. They dribble out and they tackle hard. And on the right side, we've got a winger on tackle hard and mark tighter. He'll be marking the man he's matched up against. Could be a wide midfielder, stopping them working down the wings. Could be the fullback. Depends where he is at the time of play. CM on defend, on hold position and tackle harder. Box-to-box midfielder, given the freedom to roam. He'll get up here, he'll get in the box, and this guy will hold the position in the middle to avoid counter-attacks. Got the inverted winger on sit narrow, tackle harder, creating overlapping opportunities for the wing back. And then we've got the pressing forward on moving to channels because we've got our winger coming down wide. So he's moving into this space. Advance forward, take more risks, tackle harder, move into channels. Let's have a quick look how United set up. Best possible 11. Fernandes on the right. Garnacho on the left. Mount as the box-to-box with Casemiro sitting. Shaw, Diallo, Varane, Martinez, Onana with Rasmus Højlund and Marcus Rashford up front. Personally, I'd swap those two. That's how the game is suggesting. If we do that, that's what I would go with. Let me know. Let me know which one you would go with. Rasmus is the hard-working striker, Rashford running in behind, or are you switching it? That's today's video. Thank you very much for checking out the tactic and the video. Appreciate it as always. We've had a lot of time on FM24 to run your 4-2-3-1s, your 4-3-3s, your asymmetrics, your 5-3-1s. I don't even know if that works, but we've tried them all. Let's bring back the 4-4-2. Bring it back in the new camp. Bring it back in the Burnabout. Let me know how your saves are going. As I've mentioned before as well, if you want the exclusive content, the unreleased tactics, early access to the tactics that I do bring out, it is all included on my Patreon page. The links to that, all my socials, and the download for the tactic will all be in the description below. But that is it for today. Tactic time, done.